Yo, what is going on, everybody? Niko Knows Best is live. I know what you're thinking. Who is this sexy, beautiful man on the screen right now? He is the most exclusive content creator on the planet. Cam Stewart, what is going on, buddy?
What's up, guys?
You like that?
That was a great intro.
I love that. I found this icon of you online, and I thought it was really nice. I thought it was well done. I thought it showed that you are, amicable. You're on AEW, Raw, SmackDown, NXT. It's got your bookings. It's really got the whole package. Yep. Who made that for you is the big question.
I got that done on Fiverr, actually. I don't remember the guy's name.
I do love me some Fiverr. That's where I got that badass entrance you just saw on Fiverr. That's how you get
intro was sick.
Thank you. No more fooling around. I know you guys are all here for the obvious reason. That's to hear Cam Stewart talk. I'm sure none of you are here to see a potential WWE belt given away, but we'll deal with that in a couple minutes. I want you guys to wait because that's what we do here. In the meantime, let's talk with our main man, Cam Stewart. Cam, how you doing, buddy? It's been a minute since I've seen you in person, but I feel like I see you everywhere. We've seen you on NXT the past couple weeks with Pretty Deadly as Extra Deadly, taking cake to the face. We've seen you on AEW taking a beat down from the Murder Hawk, Lance Archer. We've seen you on AEW Dark. We've seen you on Pro Wrestling Action, which is this Sunday. We've seen you everywhere. And you are only 22 or 23 years old, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm 22. I'm about to be 23 in April.
So 22 years old, and you've already made appearances on all these places, and it's clear to say the future is definitely bright for you. OnlyCams. We got to talk about OnlyCams. It's the most exclusive content. You're the most exclusive creator in the world. What made this happen? What brought you to the realization that you are going to do OnlyCams gimmick? Because it's not an easy gimmick to pull off. Let's be honest. It's really kind of like an out there kind of thing.
Yeah, very far fetched. Different from probably anything else you'll see right now on any show. Yeah,
it's very creative
yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
You know, it's super
thank you,
creative
thank
that you were able to. And is that something you came up with? Were you watching OnlyFans and going, you know what? I'm gonna be a sex symbol and be OnlyCams.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
is it really? That's how it goes down?
Kind of. So I came up originally, just late night. And my friend Cameron Walker at the time, we were in a tag team. And so it kind of started as that, but there was no real character behind it or anything like that. And I tried out a bunch of different gimmicks. You know, I was like an ice cream man. I was a party boy. I was the
Oh, the party boy. Remember
yeah,
that? Yes.
yeah.
How we
with Jamie.
Party boy, and party boy kind of goes hand in hand with OnlyCams because you're kind of like
Yeah.
dancing and doing your thing. But I really think you found something with OnlyCams because, and it reminds me of our boy mother lover Jake Tucker. He had this ridiculously amazing gimmick on the independent circuit. But as you know, if and when WWE or AEW scoops you up, you're probably not going to be able to be OnlyCams and have this gimmick. And if you do, they're going to want a piece of that pie. So have you gone out of your way to make sure that that is your thing?
Definitely. Like I haven't got anything copyrighted yet. Look into that. But if anyone gets signed to WWE, they kind of put like their own spin on things like that. So I don't think I would be doing that if I eventually got signed there. But AEW maybe possibly.
That would be amazing to see you in one of those places for sure.
So,
so how long have you been a wrestling fan? You know what I mean? You're 22, but when did you start watching wrestling?
So I got into wrestling when I was 10 years old. I used to go over to my friend's house. Play SmackDown versus Raw before then. And my parents were very keen introducing their kids to violence or anything like that. I don't know if it's because my dad's a family therapist or I don't know. But so I found out the TV code one day because all the channels were locked. And I started watching Raw live. I actually watched the Raw on the Spanish channel because my bedtime was super early. And
watching Raw in Spanish must have been interesting.
Yeah, they had like slightly over it, so I kind of knew what was going on because I don't know how to speak Spanish, but I just fell in love with it. And at the time, they had the whole John Cena, trying to join the Nexus storyline. And then
I remember
that. Way better was like bowling like that. Yeah. And
good stuff.
And I was just hooked, man. Like instantly. Like, I don't know. I needed to watch. I needed to watch anything I could. I watched like Way 2. I started watching Impact Wrestling. And then my dad took me to the 2011 Royal Rumble. And that was my first event. And,
the Royal Rumble was the first event you ever attended?
Yeah. TD Boston, 2011 Royal Rumble.
Dan Max with the support saying he wouldn't be surprised if you get signed. Thank you very much, Dan Max. He did say we have an echo, and that seems to be the going trend here, but I don't hear it like usual. Do you hear an echo? That's just how we roll here. We're kind of like
yeah, I do hear myself talking back.
It's all good. We're going to keep moving on with this. Who is your favorite male and female wrestler currently, and who is your favorite wrestler of all time?
Okay. Currently. No, MJF just had to
make friends.
MJF. I'll probably say my favorite now. And someone to like look up to, and someone younger too, and all those and done and things like that. And I enjoy his promos and all that stuff a lot right now. My favorite wrestler of all time though would probably be Edge. As a kid, I fell in love with him, like his entrance and just everything, like before he hits a spear and he's got like the eyes roll back, and he was a babyface at the time when I got into wrestling, so I was just hooked instantly. I was him for Halloween. My mom made the whole like rated R, like the tights and everything for me and stuff like that. And And so I would say Edge is my favorite of all time. And I was heartbroken as a kid when he retired. Sports retired, and then when he came back, it was crazy. So yeah,
definitely heartbreaking to see that. Oh, he said it's fixed now that you're having only my. Oh, so it's Jay's the problem. So you're better now. Good job, Jay. You fucked up my mic. My God damn it. Anyways, all right, let's get back to the show. You're young. You've been doing this for 3 years. Yet you've seen a lot in this time. What is your favorite AEW moment and WWE moment? We'll go with AEW first. So far, it might have been in the back, it might have been in the ring. What is the moment in AEW so far that sticks out to you the most?
I would say personally my favorite match I've had so far at AEW. Like I've enjoyed them all so much, but would probably be when I faced off against the Guns, because Colton started in the class that I started at Flatbacks, and Billy and Austin were in there all the time. So it was kind of like a full circle moment of like, now we're wrestling each other on AEW. So it was pretty cool.
Very cool. I love them dudes. They go to my gym. Well, I go to their gym, as they would say, because we saw them at the thing and at one of those autograph signings, and they were like, "Hey, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Man, I see you all the time at the gym." And he's like, "What gym you go to?" And I was like, "Esport or off Lake Howell." And he's like, "Oh, okay, you're legit. You do go there."
Yeah.
That was way too specific to mention something like that. So they're really funny. They got a lot of personality, and they're like, I feel like they do. Like they have a really bright future because they're just getting started too. You know what I mean?
I mean, they just won the AEW Tag Team Championships, which
crazy
to think
and
about.
I really thought that like the Acclaimed were going to have a nice long run, and that's the swerves that is AEW, is no one's safe there. There is no Roman Reigns moment going on there for sure.
Yeah, and the ass boys, I probably shouldn't say that, but they took it away from them.
Ass boys, I love it. And they love it too. I don't care what they say. They love the ass boys gimmick. What about WWE? What's your favorite moment so far in WWE, NXT, all those?
So again, I've enjoyed them like all. Like it's just crazy to think about. Like thinking about like 10-year-old me would think like everything that's happened so far is just absolutely insane. But if I had to pick one, it was literally a year ago, like 2 days ago. I was a cameraman on Raw, and Kevin Owens was cutting a promo about Stone Cold at WrestleMania. And at the end of the promo, he decided to give said cameraman a stunner. So that was in Jacksonville, and I think it was the Veterans Memorial Auditorium or something like that. But yeah, that was
we all popped. We were. I wrote Mike. I was like, "Oh my God, he does it." He watches it the next day on Hulu. I was watching it live. I was like, "Oh my God, Cam Stewart just got." It sounds so weird to say. I was like, "Oh my God, Cam Stewart just got stone cold stunned by Kevin Owens." Like it's just so crazy. And I see
we're thrilled about it.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was super.
Thank you.
You probably never expected that you would be there this quickly. You know what I mean? In the middle of the ring, whether you're a camera guy, whether you're freaking, on the security or whatever, it doesn't matter. You're in the ring doing stuff, and that's pretty damn awesome at your age. So good for you. Shout out to that.
Thank you.
What the hell made you want to become a pro wrestler?
So I guess it's a bunch of different things. I mean, I just became like completely obsessed with wrestling. Like as a kid, like it was like the biggest thing like ever like going on, and like still is now. Like I was just captivated. I just wanted to learn everything about it. And also I struggled in school because I have dyslexia and a few other language-based learning disabilities. So watching as a kid, wrestling was kind of my way out of like, all the like hard time that I had in school and everything like that. So I guess I kind of wanted to get into wrestling to not only do it for myself, because I just thought it was like the coolest thing ever, but to also like motivate other people to like, if they have any problems or issues or anything like that, that they can still like go after and they can chase their dreams and they can like accomplish anything.
That was a really good answer. Look at that. Have you practiced that one? Was that natural?
Yeah, no, I haven't practiced it. That's just the like, honest to God truth, because like with dyslexia and stuff, like I feel like that's something that's not like talked about like fully in society and things like that.
No, yeah.
So,
and you truly, you don't think about it, but you're inspiring people with dyslexia. So like, And you need to, be vocal about having that and able to overcome the odds. It makes your story that much better. As you're shaking your booty out there, I'm thinking, look at this. He overcame odds. So, you did this. You're now a pro wrestler. What was your first match? Who was it against? And was there anything in particular in that first match that you remember sticking out to you?
So my first match actually was at CZW Dojo Wars. That was in New Jersey, and it was a tag match against Young, Dumb, and Broke. I think it was Charlie Tiger and Ellis Taylor, and I was teaming up with this guy named Antonio. And right at the get-go of the match, the bottom rope broke in the match, and everyone started to panic because you don't expect the ropes to break. And I was panicked because I was like, this is my first match. I want everything to go smoothly or whatever. So I just kind of worked past it and was like, we're going to do all this stuff still. And everything went smoothly after that. But
I've seen the rope break a couple times. And my favorite is when the rope breaks and you still try to throw them off the ropes and they barely hit it and run back. It's like, oh man, the rope breaking is scary a lot of times because it's usually on impact when it breaks. It doesn't just kind of pop. So
no.
Damn, what a way to start your career. Rope breaking first, and you were like, yeah, this is not for me.
Yeah.
So, obviously you've been on AEW, WWE. What is the vibe like in the locker room? Are you like, are they different? Are they similar? Obviously NXT, I'm sure Raw has that serious vibe because it's Monday night. If the old man's there, it's a whole different vibe altogether. But what's it like in these places? Is it fun? Is it tense? Give us a
So I've gone to both both multiple times now, and of course my first time there, I was super nervous and all that stuff, and super nervous to meet people and things like that. And after going to both places multiple times, I know a lot of the people there. So now I would say it's pretty chill in the most part, but there's still that serious vibe of we're putting together a TV show. So you gotta be, you gotta be professional. You gotta be serious. But I'll say they're pretty chill at most places. I haven't had any bad experiences or anything like that with anybody. Everyone's been super nice in both locker rooms, and yeah.
That's cool. I worked at TNA back in the day doing, bum stuff. It was my college internship. So I was in there in 2003 and 2004. And I just felt so cool sitting there, eating a salad with AJ Styles, 2 people next to me. And even at in his 20s, he was still the man. He's always been the man.
Yeah.
It's just so, you feel so privileged to be kind of tasting what the boys are doing in the bag. And you're one of the boys at this point, which is even crazier,
Yeah.
We were talking earlier, you said you travel a lot, some 7-8 hour travel all over, what is do you have a limit? Are you nationwide at this point? Or are you kind of Southeast? What are you doing? And on top of that, what is the best city you've been to so far?
Well, the best city I've been to so far. So for traveling, I really don't have any limits because I want to wrestle all over the world. I think it's just cool to say I've wrestled in, Philadelphia, New Jersey, down here in Orlando, Miami, just all over the place. I'm going out to LA for Mania weekend, and I'm doing the CCW show there.
Awesome.
So that's my first time ever in LA, due to wrestling, which is pretty cool. And so that's just another one off the checklist of states wrestled in. But I don't have a limit. I'm talking to someone about going to Canada later this year and wrestling out there, which my generations back, my family's from Canada, and my family actually has a summer cottage up in Prince Edward Island in Canada. So I've been there pretty much every year of my life. So that'd be super cool to me to wrestle in Canada.
For sure.
The coolest city I've been to, Miami's cool. It's pretty jam packed.
OnlyCams is popping off in Miami for sure.
Yeah. Especially at the after party.
Love it.
But
Miami's a great pick. There's no doubt about that one.
Yeah.
So we got to meet your dad, which is pretty cool. We also have insights because I'm Nico Extra and I'm famous. So we got to meet your dad. I don't recall if it was Pro Wrestling Action or AEW Dark, but he had actually seen you wrestle for the first time.
Action.
What was it like to have your dad in the crowd watching you I think you were a party boy at the time. What was it like watching you be a party boy in front of your father?
Oh, it was pretty crazy because he came down. He came to like a bunch of shows. He came to I wrestled at WXW that weekend, and then I did AEW Dark, I think. And then I think it was Pro Wrestling Action after that. We wrestled the Guns at Pro Wrestling Action.
I remember.
So I don't know. He drove all the way down. He's been like my biggest supporter like since like day one. Like when I was 14, a lot of people don't know this, but I had the crazy idea of building a wrestling ring in my backyard. Nice. And I somehow convinced my parents to not only like let me kind of help me build it, because I didn't have any like building experience or anything like that, but they let me build a wrestling ring in my backyard. So he helped me out with that, like just put everything together and stuff like that. And I ended up, in the long run, before I left and moved down here, I built 3 wrestling rings in my backyard. So it's crazy. He's taken me, like he took me to my first WrestleMania 29. We drove all the way down from Massachusetts to New York, New Jersey, and he's taken me to like Philadelphia. He's taken me to Chicago. He's taken me everywhere, like just as a fan before I was in wrestling, just to go see wrestling because it makes me happy. So
I love it.
Yeah.
Cool dad.
Yeah. He might even be watching right now. So
my dad was a deadbeat, so he didn't take me anywhere. Thanks, Dad. So we have a question here from Ashwin, 17 years old, wondering where would you go to train to become a WWE wrestler because wants to be one. What would advice be to a youngster thinking about doing this, similar to yourself?
Definitely. So my advice, not to like crap on any other schools or anything like that, but my top 3 places to train, if you want to get into wrestling, or even like being 17, you can still sign up for wrestling schools. I would recommend waiting until you're 18, just because just the business and things like that. But my top 3 places would be like Flatbacks, where I trained. It's very professional there. They run like an 8-week course where you'll like learn everything and kind of, get your foot in the door, just everything you really need to know. I would say the Nightmare Factory is the second one, and the third one I would say is Black and Brave with Seth Rollins. So those
Burn it down.
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is that you want to get in front of someone who knows what they're doing. A Devon Dudley, a Seth Rollins, a guy that's been there, or female. It doesn't have to be a guy. I mean, Natty Neidhart with her, their Stu Dungeon down here is one of the best shows going. Yeah, the Bret Hart one. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Stu's Dungeon Part 2.
That's a great school as well.
I mean, if you got Chico Adams and Jake Tucker in there beating you up, you're in the right place. You know what I mean? And you're fortunate enough to be wrestling with a group of dudes. I know you have beef with ChaCha Charlie right now. He beat you up recently, right? So I mean, like this guy's like a local celebrity in Florida. You know what I mean? Like I was like, who's ChaCha Charlie? And then everyone's like ChaCha yelling, and everywhere I go, he's like a big star. It's crazy. But you're gonna get the better of him, I have a feeling, soon, right? You're not gonna let him beat us.
Yeah, no. On April 14th, I think we got a mixed tag with myself, the Premium Bunny, Mila Moore, versus ChaCha and Amber Nova. It's a mixed tag match, so we'll see. Hopefully,
Premium Bunny, Mila Moore.
Yes,
I know. So one of my questions was, tell us a little bit about the bunny and how she helps your career get further along. What I didn't know is that it was Mila Moore. We've actually met her a couple of times, and she's not only a smoke show, but she's got a lot of potential as a wrestler. How did you guys pair up, and what is she going to do for you to get you to the next level?
So I guess how we paired up is she was trying to just find something new to reinvent herself, and I had the idea of having a bunny or just some kind of manager with me, and things just kind of fell into place at the right time, and we just started working together. And I think we've been working together for like 5 or 4 months now.
It works. It's taking your character to the next level.
Thank you. I think it definitely helps, especially in Kissing Me too. Like the crowd eats it up. So
I mean, they're not used to people with all their teeth in Kissimmee. You know what I mean? They're like, wait a second. Screw that guy. He's got all his teeth and his fingers ain't even webbed. Kissimmee. Another question from a guest. Tyler says, Cam, was you expecting cake in your face or not? Was this something that was planned, or did it randomly happen during the show?
Myself and Blake Banks, we really wanted to give them the cake. We really want to enjoy that cake with them. We thought it was going to be a great moment for us, and it didn't turn out that way. I mean, I kind of got to eat the cake, literally.
You saw the picture afterwards.
Yeah. But
I mean, in reality, though, that is a big moment for you to be able to be in the NXT ring, chilling with the Pretty Deadlies. They're hot off being the champs, and probably they will be the champs again in the next couple months. So you're chilling basically with the champs, and I believe it was right at the end of the show, so it was pretty much like main event-ish kind of thing. So I mean, you closed the show out at 22 years old of NXT. Unfortunately, we weren't able to be there. Sorry, we missed it.
No, it's all good. That was my first speaking. Like, I had like a whole like speaking line in it too, and that was my first like speaking line like ever on anything. So not like wrestling.
Are you nervous knowing that 700, 800,000 people are going to be watching that show right then and there?
Or
do you even think about that?
Yeah, I always get nervous, but I try not to think about it too much because I don't want to like get in my own head and like mess it up. I try to zone everything else out and just think about, you know, what's happening in the moment, and try not to mess up. That's the biggest thing.
Jericho would say, soak it in, man.
Yeah.
Nathan is asking, what wrestling company does he work for? What wrestling company does he not work for? I have seen this man in WWE on Raw. I've seen him on NXT. I've seen him in AEW, Dynamite, Dark. He's everywhere. He's one of those guys that is on the indie circuit, killing it, and also showing up when now that you see his face, Nathan, you're going to be like, holy crap, that's Cam Stewart. He's just like, you're going to see him everywhere because we see him everywhere. And now that you know who he is, you're going to see him everywhere as well. One last question, then we'll send you off. What is the ultimate goal for you as a professional wrestler?
The ultimate goal for me is to be signed somewhere to just make a full living off of pro wrestling. That's pretty much. I mean, that's the goal for a lot of people, but
you want to do this?
I want to make a full living off of this. Like, yeah, like everything I have goes into wrestling. So.
It does, and I love that. That's what the passion is, and it starts with things like this podcasting. Because I mean, you're a really great interview too. So, where can they find you? I'm going to throw your screen up here again so they can see where to find you at. But let everyone know where they can get you.
Definitely. You can find me at the Cam Stewart on Twitter, Instagram. I think TikTok too. I'll be uploading more stuff on TikTok now.
Got a TikTok, bro.
The OnlyCams, you can subscribe there, and it's just kind of behind the scenes stuff and exclusive content. So yeah, and also this Sunday, if you guys are in the area, we got Pro Wrestling Action.
Yes, Orlando people.
Yes, that's in Altamont. You go to their page, Pro Wrestling Action. You go to my page and find their page through my page, and I'm taking on Nick Turner. And hopefully by the end of the night, Nick Turner will subscribe to the most exclusive page, the OnlyCams.
Oh, that was beautiful. I love it. OnlyCams, Cam Stewart, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate the time. We'll see you around. I'll actually see you Sunday. I think we're going to go.
Yeah, cool.
So I'll see you there, buddy. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good night.
Thank you guys for having me.
Later, brother. Cool, Mike C. What's up, dog?
Great
interview.
Him. Great interview.
Guy,
wow. He has grown so much in the past, year and a half since we first met him? Unbelievable. He's got a big future. He's got a big future ahead of him.
He's really blossomed into a bright young man with a beautiful future. I'm excited for him to definitely be, involved in the world of professional wrestling. But enough of talking. It's time to see if we're giving away a championship belt tonight or not. Maybe it's WWE.
Win that wheel.
As all the subscribers can see, the prizes are endless, folks. It could be a $50 gift card. It could be WWE 2K23. It could be a WWE championship belt signed. Let's find out right now what it's going to be. Mike, sorry that we blamed you for the shitty echo when it was Jay the whole time. Can you believe this? That scoundrel Jay. Anyways, we're spinning the wheel. Let's do this. Let's do it right effing now. Christmas music again. I want
Hey, Clark Griswold, settle down. Get something with a beat.
Oh, is it gonna make it? Is it gonna go, bro? Oh shit! WWE belt, dude.
You got the thumb on the
There it is.
scale.
There it is. There it is. Someone is about to win a WWE belt.
Hey,
My dog. My dog. Oh, the moment for talking is over, as they would say.
And they'll get it in time for Mania.
Think about that interview. Let's talk a little wrestling. Let's make them wait a second while I pull up the winners, pull up the list, get it going. Who do you think's going to win? Cool, Mike C. Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes?
If there was ever a time to do it, Cody's got to do it right now, and Roman needs a break. He's got to get a taste of life outside of wrestling in Hollywood. It's his time. You know, I mean, you couldn't get any hotter, and there's nothing wrong with dropping the belts now, disappearing for 6 or 8 months, coming back even bigger and stronger. It's Cody's turn, you know, and it makes for a good story for a rematch. And if Cody gets hurt, they can easily turn over the belt. Doesn't mean he's going to be a long-term champ. I don't think he could finish out the rest of the year, but it'd be good to see him have it this one time.
Oh, Cam's sitting here saying, how do I get in the giveaway? Cam, unfortunately, I've been promoting this for a long time. I will tell
all
you
he
right
needs
now
to do is
that
subscribe for $5 a month at.
Yes, you can subscribe to Instagram. Unfortunately, I just spun the wheel, so you're not going to be able to get on right now. But I am going to start giving away a WWE belt or a championship belt every month, probably starting in April, definitely starting in May. So go ahead and click that right there. Subscribe to Niko Extras Winners Club, pro wrestling crates, autographs, action figures, WWE belts. I'm giving it all away because that's what I do. I am the Mr. Beast of pro wrestling, and I'm very proud to say that. Every single penny I make, I'm going to give right back into the donations, into the crowd, into the club, and every single penny is going to be won. But enough talking, Cool Mike C. We're at 33 minutes. Let's spin the
Spin it.
Who's going to win this thing? This is exciting.
Someone's winning it tonight. They'll have it by Mania.
All right. Let's do it. Let's do it, bro. Here it goes.
Spin that wheel.
Who's winning?
Spin that wheel.
Win a championship belt. Who's the winner going to be? Who is it going to be? Oh! It's slowing down. Wayne ChaCha. Congratulations, Wayne ChaCha. You just won the WWE belt signed by Mick Foley and Kurt Angle. I will DM you after this. Guys, the good news is that the next belt that's up for grabs is the big gold WCW belt. I already bought it and ordered it, and it's on its way to the house. And in April, the month of April, I'm probably going to give it away. So stay tuned for that. This is just the first of many belts that I'm going to be giving away. Congrats, Wayne. Congrats to everybody. This is awesome. I'm loving this whole thing. You know, it's fun, man. What do you think, Cool Mike C?
I think Wayne's loving it right about now. That's for sure. Good job, Wayne ChaCha.
Wayne is definitely loving it. Wayne ChaCha just won him a W.
He'll have it around his waist at Mania.
I would say
back a few.
That I would say that $5 paid off. What do you think? So if you want to subscribe, there's the link for you to subscribe. and you're in. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. I'm Niko. Extra Cool Mike C we are out. We will be back next Tuesday with another wheel spin and more talk about pro wrestling. Cool Mike C, I'd ask where they can find you, but we already know they can't find you.
Niko Knows Best. And Tuesday
Niko Knows
night
Best, the best. At the Rugas. Thank you very much, Cam Stewart, for joining our amazing Luke Curtis. Certified Luke Curtis is going to be on in the next couple of weeks. We're going to have Cez on certified. So we're going to be having some more pro wrestlers on every week, interviewing them. I'm enjoying talking to them, getting it going, and we're going to be doing a lot more giveaways. So everyone, thank you so much. Niko Extra out. We have thoroughly enjoyed this show, but now it's time for us to go do what we do best, and that, have a good night. See you, everybody.
I was walking down the beach, looking for some action. I had my radio set on a rap station. Saw a girl in trouble, a sticky situation.